This thing is awesome. I'm so stoked to finally have one of these in the collection. This is a Kissing Crane KC45 manual stiletto. This is the largest size of the Kissing Crane manual stiletto folders. I first saw these probably in the late 80s or early 90s in the old Sportsman's catalog. I drooled over these. I wanted my dad to order me one so bad, and there was absolutely no way that was happening. And these actually wound up, the largest size, the 45, being discontinued some point in the 90s. So they don't actually, didn't make these up into the 2000s. So these large ones are somewhat rare these days, especially in as clean a condition as this one is. The blades are stainless, so typically the blades are usually in good shape as long as they aren't scratched up from use. You don't see them rusted up. They are high quality, focus, rust free. Most likely a 420 would be my guess. But the lock bar and the lock bar spring slash backspacer that you have back here are high carbon, and typically those have at least some pretty heavy pepper spotting rust on there, and I've seen them, you know, all the way to being just completely rusty all on the sides, inside, and of course the brass tends to get a lot of heavy corrosion if they're stored improperly, and this one is just super clean. It's got a little bit of, I mean, it's got patina on the brass, but I actually really love the way that patina has formed. It's got great character to it. So yeah, finally got one of these in the collection. These were not actually made by Kissing Crane. These were made for Robert Klass. He owned the Kissing Crane brand, and they were made by AKC over in Italy, even though the blade says Stiletto Germany, and it's kind of hard to make out, but Kissing Crane down in there, the handle of the stiletto. These were actually made in Italy by AKC, who is a very well-known maker of traditional Italian style autos. So that tracks with the design for sure. And they did an amazing job on these. It has got just rock solid lockup. It's hard to keep this whole thing on camera, but it has no play. Great action, just amazing build quality. Far better than most of the automatics that tended to come out of AKC, at least in my opinion. I've heard, or rather I've read stories of these being converted to autos back in the days. I came across a thread from like the 2000s, early 2000s, where somebody talked about having one converted with the button, the shield being the button. That would be phenomenal. I'm gonna have to talk to Alex and see if he could possibly convert this into an auto, or even better, a DA auto would be just amazing. That would make this just an absolute dream knife for sure. Price-wise, these large ones are pretty collectible. There's always a few of them on eBay in the stag and the wood handles, and depending on condition, I see them range anywhere from around $100 up to there's always the outliers. I think somebody has one very similar to this in very similar condition for like $350 on eBay right now. But you know, if you want a really clean one and you desperately need it, then you got to do what you got to do. I was able to snag this from a friend in one of the Facebook groups for $140, and I am super stoked about it. Man, you guys know I love pocket swords, so it's no surprise I finally got one of these. So there you go. That is a look at a old school Kissing Crane KC45 manual stiletto. really, really awesome piece for the collection.